everyone, my name is Genevieve and I'm a basic needs assistant here at SFSU for health promotion and wellness. Today I'm making this video about different recipes that you can make when you only have a toaster oven or a microwave available to you. So I live in a unit that only has a kitchenette, so I only have a mini fridge, a toaster oven, and a microwave. And I know that many of you live in dorms or you just don't have access to a full kitchen or a stove. And so I wanted to share these easy and quick recipes that you will love to make all the time in your own toaster oven and microwave. And so let's get started on our very first recipe. The first thing that we will be making is a brownie in a mug, and these are just some measurements for each ingredient. You will need a mug, chocolate chips, flour, your choice of milk, sugar, cocoa powder, and a measuring spoon. So first we're going to add in all of our dry ingredients, including brown sugar, our flour, and our cocoa powder. And now we can just mix up our dry ingredients together. Then we can add in our coconut or vegetable oil as well as our milk. Now we're just going to mix up all of our ingredients together, but make sure not to overmix or it might toughen up when heated in the microwave. We're also going to add in our chocolate chips, so you can add however much you would like to mix in together. As you can see, I didn't stop adding chocolate because dark chocolate is my absolute favorite thing to eat. When you're done mixing, you can also sprinkle in a little bit more chocolate like so. But of course, this is just optional. I like my brownies extra chocolatey. Now it's ready to be placed in the microwave. We're going to put it in the microwave for about 90 seconds. So be careful when taking it out because it can be very hot. And here is what mine turned out like. Super chocolatey and ready to eat. And you can also add some ice cream for an extra yummy dessert. Now we will be making a grilled cheese sandwich in a toaster oven, and here are the ingredients. So you will need your favorite cheese, some bread, some butter, and some mayo, which is optional. First, I'm going to add some mayo to both slices of the bread. You can skip this step, but I think this just makes the sandwich taste much better. Then you can add some slices of cheese to your sandwich. I use 2 slices because I like my sandwiches extra cheesy. I also use a dairy-free cheese because I'm lactose intolerant, but nothing tops real cheese for those cheese lovers out there. And now we are going to be ready for our next step. So in this step, I am going to be adding butter to both the top and bottom of my sandwich. So now we're going to put our toaster oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and we're going to place our sandwich on a baking sheet. So we're going to toast each side for about 5 to 7 minutes, and then we can flip it over so that the other side can be toasted, and we're going to keep it in the oven for another 5 to 7 minutes. And here it is when it's done. It's extra crispy and extra cheesy. So here we have our veggies, a microwavable plate and bowl, some water, and a tablespoon. And we're going to put all our veggies in the microwavable bowl. And we're also going to add 3 tablespoons of water. And cover the plate. And we're going to place the bowl in the microwave for 2.5 minutes. Carefully take out and check the veggies to see if they are tender. If they are not soft enough yet, microwave in increments of 30 seconds until it becomes tender enough. Mine were not done, so I microwaved it 3 more times. As you can see, they look much softer and ready to eat. I usually like my veggies plain, but you can definitely add seasonings to make it more flavorful. And the very last thing we are making is a frittata, which can be made in the microwave or a toaster oven. So I'm using 3 eggs for this recipe because I'm going to be showing you how to make it in the oven and also in the microwave. So I'm using 3 eggs, and you can use more or less however many you like for your recipe, but I'm just cracking the eggs in the bowl. And then I'm going to be adding just a few splashes of oat milk. And now I'm going to be whisking together the eggs and the milk. And just add any of your favorite seasonings. I'm going to add black pepper, garlic salt, some turmeric, and cumin into my bowl. For the toaster oven frittata, I'm using these 2 oven safe cups, and I'm placing the potatoes, and I'm also going to place in my carrots. I'm also going to be adding a little bit of olive oil to each cup and also seasoning it with a little bit of my garlic salt. And now I'm going to pour in some of the egg mix into each cup. And lastly, I'm going to be adding some garnishings like cilantro and cheese. This is optional. I like cheese in my frittatas, and so I'm just adding that on top. And they're ready to be placed in the oven. So you can cook for longer if you're making a bigger serving. When finished, be careful taking it out because it's going to be very hot, but I just added some avocado to mine and I hope you enjoy. So for this microwave frittata, we're going to do the exact same thing that we did for the toaster oven frittata and just add in all of the vegetables and the olive oil, and then add in the egg, and lastly the cheese. And now we're going to put it in the microwave for about 3 minutes. After that, check on it. Mine wasn't quite done, so I put it in again for another minute, 3 more times, so that the potatoes would finish. And this was the finished result. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you get to try these out in your own microwave or toaster oven. Even if you do have a stove, I do highly recommend trying these out because they're super easy and convenient to make when you're in a time crunch, and they're also very delicious. If you need more resources on food and housing, please check out Basic Needs here at SFSU, and have a great day.